Welcome back, amazing business owners, to another episode of Business Straight Up, the podcast and place to be for creative business owners and photographers who actually want to make a living doing what they love. I am so glad that you're here with me today because we are going to do part 2 of an episode that I did a while back of the top website mistakes that I see when it comes to photography and small businesses, especially the creative businesses. It is so important to have an amazing website that really shows what you do and who you serve really quickly, like immediately, so that when people arrive on your website, they know this is the person I want to work with, no doubt about it. I am so excited to dive into today's episode. Again, this is part 2, so you're going to hear me start with number 6, and we're going to go through number 10. And I do want to let you know that my free masterclass is going to be available coming up again. Yay! This is one of my top rated masterclasses. It's called Websites That Convert. It is so full of great information, and it will be happening on March 25th. 2021. So if you are ready to get rid of that half-ass website and actually see your website book people for you, or at least bring leads into you so that you can chat with them and see if you're a good fit, head over to businessstraightup.com/websites that convert. Let's dive into today's episode and hear more about the common mistakes that I see over and over and over again. Hey there, awesome people. I am Brooke Summer, and you are listening to Business Straight Up, the podcast for creative entrepreneurs to learn, connect, grow, and build the business and life that they dream of. Welcome, let's get going and dive right in. Well, hello there, amazing business owners. Today, we are going to chat about the most common website mistakes that I see when I review small business websites. Every Wednesday, I offer free website reviews. I am admittedly behind on these because, running 2 businesses, homeschooling 2 children, and life, but I am working through them to get them back up soon. So if you want yours reviewed, make sure to add it to the list. Those are happening in the community, the Business Straight Up community Facebook group. It is at businessstraightup.com/community. I will put the YouTube link in the show notes, but if you want to check it out, learn from other website reviews, or even submit your own, you can go to youtube.com/businessstraightup to get directly to the channel and see all of the videos that have been done so far. So as we go through these, I want you to know that I am hearing Hamilton in my head with all of this counting. The 10 dual commandments, remember? Number 1. Are there any other Hamilton lovers out there? Today, we are going to talk about websites, and this is part 2 in the series. If you did not hear the first episode, that is part 1 of the top website mistakes, head over to businessstraightup.com/038 to listen to part 1. The first episode had 5 mistakes. This one will have the next 5, but really, the list that I made when I made this list to prepare for these episodes is over 25 items long. I see a lot of mistakes pretty consistently when I'm doing these website critiques and when I'm looking for people to work with personally. So this is part 2 of the grand list of what I see the most. I have done a lot of website critiques, even before I did them in video format on YouTube and Facebook. I have done them locally for about 10 years now. I built my first website and blog in the year 2000. So yes, I'm old. But it is what it is. And I've been online a lot longer than most people. My son likes to tell people that I was a beta tester for Gmail and Pinterest, which is true. And I have been a beta tester for a lot of various online platforms because I've been online for so long. So why do you care? Why does that matter to you? Because I have seen a lot of websites. I have seen trends come and go. I have watched things be really popular in the moment and then lose their popularity as we move on to the next shiny thing, more than most people. And I will tell you, the things that I see over and over again that are mistakes can be remedied very easily and very quickly. The bottom line is that a simple website that is easy to navigate and gets your point across very quickly is timeless. That is not a trend that's going anywhere. I have seen so many small business websites, and I've helped small business owners change their websites around to better reflect the awesome service or products that they provide to the world. So if you listen to the first episode 38 in this series, you'll recall the 5 mistakes from part 1 of the series. Number 1 is inconsistent branding throughout the website, bleeding into social media and other marketing. Number 2 is poor calls to action or no calls to action. Number 3 is unclear messaging. Number 4 is no opportunity to learn more, go further, especially with email marketing. And number 5 is no text on web pages, which is a huge SEO problem. If you want to know how to actually fix some of these things, listen to the first episode that is part 1 at businessstraightedup.com/038. The biggest mistake most photographers and creative business owners make is thinking that learning another lighting technique or buying new gear, presets, or marketing ideas will bring them success in their business. And I totally understand. I did it too. New gear and new toys are always fun, right? But I wanted to actually make a living with my photography business, not just have fun toys. So I devoured every online resource that told me to buy this lens, this preset, or this software, and that would be the answer to my problem. And what was that problem? No paying clients. Let me ask you, does every photographer or creative business owner that runs a successful business go out and immediately buy all the new things? Of course not. If you continue to hold on to the belief that fancy gear or the next new shiny object will help, not only will you not book the clients you want, but you might even have to shut down your business completely and go back to working for someone else to grow their bottom line instead of building your own dreams and supporting your family with your art in a schedule that fits you best. Learning new marketing techniques will do nothing for you if you're sending those leads to a half-assed website that doesn't reflect your best work for the people you serve, right? So how do you grow your creative or photography business to meet your revenue goals without working yourself into the ground? Well, you start focusing on the business side of running a business. And one of those key business elements is your website. Your website should be your business home on the internet. It is your handshake to the world and should be your best performing employee, bringing you visitors that turn into leads, that turn into your dream clients. The big question. Do you really want to keep chasing that fancy new light that you've been eyeballing for a while? Or do you want to learn how to use your website to book the clients that will actually pay you so that you can pay to keep your own lights on? If you are like, Brooke, I need help with all of this. Or maybe you're just a little bit curious. Join us in the free masterclass Websites That Convert at businessstraightedup.com/websitesthatconvert. The class will be held live on Thursday, March 25th, 2021. But if you can't make it live, there will be a replay available. It's time to get rid of that half-ass website and start embracing the power of a website that books clients for you. If you're in and you're ready to make the change, go to businessstraightedup.com/websitesthatconvert to sign up for the free class. And yes, there are 3 S's in the middle of that. businessstraightedup.com/websitesthatconvert. I can't wait to see you there. Now, I do want to tell you today that we had a massive snowstorm in Colorado, so my kids have been home, and I've been waiting to record this episode for several days now, and so I'm just winging it today. Things are not perfect today. My dogs are with me, so you might hear them kind of groan in the background, but done is better than perfect, and I am working on being consistent and showing up to serve you in the best way that I can, even if it's not perfect. Let's move forward. This is part 2 of this series. So number 6 in the grand list of the top website mistakes that I see in small businesses and photography business owners is a poor mobile experience. Google has made it very, very, very crystal clear that when it comes to SEO and ranking, mobile experience matters. If you look at your analytics, chances are that 50% or more of your visitors are coming to your website from a mobile device, whether it's a phone or a tablet or anything in between. It is absolutely imperative that you have a killer mobile experience for every user that comes to your website. So how can you ensure that this is the case? First, choose a design and software for your website that is responsive and mobile friendly. There are so many options here. For WordPress users, which you all know WordPress is my website software of choice and what I recommend, for WordPress users, it will be specific themes. In Squarespace, I believe it's auto-responsive, and most sites are extremely mobile friendly now. The designers of these sites have listened to Google and said, we need to design these better. So most of them are very mobile friendly. But if yours is not, this is a huge, huge, huge problem. Second, you need to test and then test some more and then test again and keep testing with phones, tablets, iPads, Kindles, and more. Any device that you can ask a friend to check on, you need to be testing on. If you're a part of the BSU community or any business community, ask the community to test your website and let you know if anything isn't working properly. Now, a quick note on that, if you're just looking to test the mobile responsiveness on a site, make sure to say so when you ask the community. They're more likely to participate because it's a quick test instead of a full website critique. I am happy to test for you as well. So if you're not in the BSU community, why the heck not? Join at businessstraightUp.com/community. You can also ask on social media to test. People love to think their opinion matters and will be very likely to help you. It never hurts to ask. Will you get some trolls? Maybe, but not likely. Keep testing and always be testing. In the BSU Facebook group, we have a once-a-month contact page test because I can't even tell you how many times my students have found out that their contact pages aren't working months after not getting any inquiries. Keep testing consistently and make sure that the mobile experience is smooth and works consistently. Number 7, elements not working. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is something that is huge and so many people don't see it on their websites. Slideshows, links, embedded videos, contact pages, menus, and drop-downs, pop-ups, all of these things can really wow visitors on a website when they actually work. It is important to make sure that these elements are all working properly and in all formats, like we just talked about with the mobile experience. So how can you check these consistently without being constantly working on your website? You have so many other things to do, right? I don't want to overwhelm you, and this doesn't have to be checked every day, but I have it on my monthly consistency list, meaning it is something I do every month. I need to do a podcast episode on those lists. Checking your website to make sure everything is still working only takes a few minutes and is well worth the time to catch any errors or issues before they're a problem and costing you clients and money. Number 8. Next up in the top website mistakes that I see for photographers and small business owners is a lack of a clear path or next step for their visitors. If you listened to episode 036 about the website blueprint, you know how important it is to have a clear path and goal for each page of your website. Every page should have a next step, and that next step needs to be outlined clearly, like what we talked about in part 1 with calls to action. On your gallery page, what do you want someone to do? On your about page, what do you want someone to do? On your homepage, what do you want someone to do? Do you hear a consistent theme here? You need to have a very clear next step on every single page of your website, even blog posts. And graphics or text need to be designed to take the visitor to the next step. Don't leave people hanging. Don't leave them just sitting there looking at your gallery. What the hell do they do next? They see these beautiful photos. Or if you're a product person that has actual products that you sell, they see these beautiful products on your website. What do they do next? Do they add to cart? Do they contact you to book? Do they go to your about page to read more about you? You need to have a specific goal and a clear path and next step for every single piece of your website, every single page. Number 9 is complicated forms or contact form. Now, I see this a lot, especially with wedding photographers. For some reason, they want all of the details up front. I get it. I'm a details up front kind of girl too. But if you are requiring a ton of steps or information on your contact form, you might be losing people when they're so close to contacting you for more information or booking you to actually pay you to do what you do. Make your contact form and any forms on your website extremely easy to navigate and fill out. Your contact page should not only have a contact form, but also an alternative way for visitors to contact you. If your contact form is not working for any reason, someone needs to have another way to contact you. Remember, money is like water. It always follows the path of least resistance. I always think of the guy in Jurassic Park when I say that, when he shows how water just runs down certain places in your hand because it will always follow the path of least resistance. Making it as easy as possible for someone to contact you, book you, and pay you will mean more success in your business long term. What if you didn't have to worry about writing emails to your list for the next 6 months and maybe even a year? Yes, it's true. It's finally here. My students have been asking me for this for years, and I have heard you, and these templates are finally available. Engaging Emails Done is a quick workshop and template bundle to help you harness the power of email marketing to grow your business. You can set it and forget it and actually book more clients. If you're like, Brooke, I am so in, where do I grab these? Head on over to businessstraightedup.com/emailsdone to grab this special limited bundle. If you want to hear a little more, I feel you. I like details too. These templates are designed to be done for you to set up several months of emails in just an hour. Plus, I've recorded several how-to videos to walk you through the technical steps for several different email service providers if you're not sure how to customize and schedule them. Engaging Emails Done has not only a quickie email marketing 101 how-to if you're starting from scratch, but it includes a minimum of 12 email templates that you can schedule ahead of time to take something off of that never-ending to-do list so you can focus on what you love most. Side note, I did say a minimum of 12 because I keep thinking of things to add, so you might even get more than 12. These are brand new. I've never offered something like this before, so grab your email templates plus Email Marketing 101 plus tech tutorials before the price goes up. Grab these templates, tutorials, and help all at businessstraightedup.com/emailsdone. Again, that's businessstraightedup.com/emailsdone. In this part 2 episode of the top website mistakes that I see for photographers and small business owners, we are at the last one, number 10. Now, again, there will be more episodes in the future, but let's finish up this round with number 10. And this is a biggie. Lack of clarity about what you do and who you serve. I know that someone is going to hear this and think that it's more advice to niche down. And if you have niche down and you know who you serve, awesome. High five. If you hesitate to niche down, that is your choice. I wish you the best and high five to you as well. Either way, if you are not immediately clear about who you serve and what you do or what problem you solve for who you serve, your people, you are going to lose people faster than you think. We are so impatient as humans, and our attention span is getting smaller and smaller. Some experts say that it's now shorter than a goldfish attention span, which is kind of sad, right? Do you know how much time you have to grab someone's attention? Some experts say 8 seconds, some say even less. The bottom line is that you must be super clear about what you do and who you serve immediately at the top of the homepage so that someone who visits knows right away when they arrive if it's a good fit for them. Will that potentially send some people away? Yes, it's possible. But you will also have people super excited to work with you because they know exactly what you do. I see websites that show 10 different types of photography on the homepage or several different services on their homepage, and it's very confusing. Sue Bryce always says a confused mind says no. And it's absolutely true, especially at the first point of contact, which is usually what your website is. Be crystal clear about who you serve and what you do and what problem you solve for them so that anyone who visits your website will know that immediately without having to guess or work too hard. People are lazy. We all are as humans. That's how our brain works. It's trying to keep us safe by filtering out certain information and making life a little easier for us. And for that reason, if you don't show people immediately who you work with, what you do, and how you help them, they're not going to work very hard to find it. So you need to give them that information up front. You'll notice that I started today's list at number 6 as a reminder that this is part 2 of this series. The mistakes that we have talked about so far in both parts from 1 to 10. Number 1, inconsistent branding throughout the website, bleeding into social media and other marketing. Number 2, poor calls to action or no calls to action. Number 3, unclear messaging. Number 4, no opportunity to learn more or go further, especially with email marketing. Number 5, no text on your web pages. This is a huge problem for SEO. Number 6, a poor mobile experience. Number 7, certain elements of the website not working properly. Number 8, lack of a clear path or next steps. Number 9, complicated forms or contact form. And number 10, lack of clarity about who you serve and what you do. When I was preparing for this series, I actually had a list of over 25 mistakes that I'm seeing over and over again. Yikes, that's a lot. Part 1 had the first 5, part 2 has the second 5, and we will probably keep these episodes going in the future. Even if you have a million things on your plate right now, make a list of some of the changes you want to make. Even if you can't do them right now, just make a list of the changes you want to make. I have 2 past episodes that can help with that, with all of the things that you want to do, all of the changes that you want to make, these ongoing projects that never end. businessstraightUp.com/027 is the episode all about the website blueprint, how to plan everything out and have a vision for your website. And businessstraightUp.com/036 is all about how to organize all of these changes that you want to make so you're not drowning in the updates on top of everything else that you need to do in your business. Episode 36 is actually video, and I will walk you through and show you my screen how to keep track of the changes that you're probably listening to and writing out right now so that you don't have to completely derail your productivity on top of the other things you need to take care of. If you are like, oh my gosh, Brooke, I need help with all of this, my website course is reopening at the end of March 2021. Join the free masterclass Websites That Convert at www.businessstraightup.com/websites that convert. The class will be live on Thursday, March 25th, 2021, and a replay will be available for anyone that can't make it live. Make a list, set up a plan, and start changing your website to turn it into your best performing employee. It does no good to have amazing marketing and social and everywhere else if you're pointing people to a crappy website. Never be content with a half-ass website. Always use your full ass. If you have been to my website classes, you have heard me say that, and it is so true. Your website is your home on the internet, your handshake to the world, and when it is set up properly, it can be an enormous source of traffic and clients, and in turn, revenue. So you have heard my list of 10, and now I want to hear from you. What are some of the things that you see on websites that drive you crazy? What turns you off and makes you click out of a website quickly without even perusing to learn more? Come on over to the community and let me know at businessstraightup.com/community. I can't wait to hear your opinion. Thank you so much for sharing some time with me today. And if there's anything I can answer when it comes to your website, email marketing, business, I am so happy to help. You can ask me on Instagram at businessstraightup, all one word. And yes, that is 3 S's in the middle of that, or in the community. And to all of the listeners and awesome business owners that have joined us, I am so honored that you pressed play and spent this time with me. If you are someone that loves to help other people and you know someone who can use this information, please forward this episode over to them. If you are like, holy moly, Brooke, this helps me so much get some clarity on what I need to fix on my website. How can I thank you? Can you head on over to iTunes and leave a review? I know it seems small. It takes a few minutes, but those reviews help me to know exactly what you need help with, how I can better serve you, and it helps us to get amazing guests. So hit pause now. Leave a review, and if you screenshot your review before hitting submit and email it over to hello@businessstraightup.com, I will send you a free gift. Please, please, please leave those reviews so that we can continue kicking ass with this free content every week. Thank you so much for being here today. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening to Business Straight Up. I'm so glad that you could join us today. Check out the show notes for this and all of the episodes at businessstraightuppodcast.com. And I can't wait to talk with you again. Have a great day.